Get top of the morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you at. It's the Pope, your host that do the most. Welcome to the Just Being Frank show. We're being blind. The only way to go. Now we got to speak on DeWanna BONNER, right? DeWanna BONNER was a Connecticut Sun, along with Aaliyah Thomas, Dejanay Spicy Freddie Cougar Carrington, Aaliyah Thomas, Marina Mayberry, okay? Stephanie White was the coach. Now, when the Fever hired Stephanie White, I was not happy, but I wasn't mad in the sense that she couldn't coach, that we got the wrong coach. I was more mad in the sense because she fooled the people. She did a whole big crying, she put on a crying performance about she's so devastated by what was happening in her family, and I pray everything is good with her family. Not saying that nothing happened, nothing tragic happened in her family. I'm not saying that. But during her crying speech, she spoke on how basketball is the furthest thing from her mind. She just want to be close to her family. Now, understanding her family, she's from Indiana, so that was kind of metaphorically, if we want to put it in a rap battle or something, that was metaphorically saying I'm going to coach in Indiana. But with the crying and everything, and how long she, was out of the media after the season was over, she didn't even do the exit interview with the Connecticut Sun when everybody else did, because she had to get to the family emergency. And even so much so, Lisa Walters or something like that, her wife, who works for ESPN, analyst of the football games, she took off work for a few weeks. So I'm like, damn, okay, it must have really been tragic. And then next thing you know, she's Indiana Fever head coach. Now, I wanted Lisa Bluter, and then I was pointing out that this is the head coach that she allowed her players on her team on the Connecticut Sun to diss her own fan base. Her fan base, Stephanie White, she's basic, I think born and bred it from Indiana. If not Indiana, then Chicago, which is right across the tracks. But she played for Indiana. I believe she went to school out in Indiana and all kind of stuff like that. So she didn't say nothing. She didn't have no problems, I guess. And maybe she did. That's why she forced her way up out of there, because she didn't want to maybe convey those problems with an argument, a confrontation, so on and so forth. She was like, I'll just get away from y'all. And I go to the very place where you said they racist, they this, they that, they the worst fan base in all of the WNBA. I go to that very place, my hometown, and coach them up, right? And then the kicker is DeWanna BONNER. Aaliyah Thomas was very vocal on that the Indiana Fever fans and the trolls online is just too much. It's too much, and it needs to be stopped. Yeah, they want the WNBA to figure out how to find these bots on the internet, stop their whole existence, lock them up, throw away the key type of situation. I mean, because she's so distraught. She's in disarray, disbelief on the things she was called on social media. But then your wife must think you are off your rocker, or you are shit starter, or you just going along with the get along gang. And maybe you was handed a script and you just read from the script, but you don't really feel that way. She must know you don't really feel like that. What you said wasn't the truth for real. Because if that's the truth, that you was getting called racial slurs when you go to Indiana, your wife knows that's the truth. This ain't something you came home to your wife and said, baby, guess what they was doing. No, she was on the scene, right? So she know what you saying is not the truth. She know that trolls are trolls. She's old enough to know. You are too, Aaliyah Thomas. To know trolls are trolls on the internet, they mean nothing. Idiots will be idiots. You can't stop that. The WNBA, the President Trump, nobody can stop it. You can't stop that. Sorry, not sorry. Stay off the internet if it's troubling you. But DeWanna Bonner must know that's false. She just was reading the script, because I believe there's a script to go along, get alongs, go by. And hey, make it seem like Caitlin Clark fans, since you can't go at Caitlin Clark because she's such a sweetheart, let's go at the fan base and the people, the trolls online. Let's go at that, because they was trying to destroy Caitlin Clark's reputation, just everything Caitlin Clark. They was trying to muddy up Caitlin Clark's name any way they could. Anyway, they was trying to muddy up her name and her skin color any way they could. Yeah, Dejanay Spicy Freddy Cougar Carrington, who was, oh yeah, you need to speak on the issues in the world and the country and in this league about, because yada yada. No, she don't, because you want to jump out the window and be an activist don't mean she needs to be an activist too. So, DeWanna Bonner coming from that type of culture over to our culture, where everybody hugs and kisses, we sweet, we kumbaya, right? And then I heard Kelly Cristobal speak. She said, the girls here, meaning, and that not everybody, but the main heads, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, they say, man, keep our locker room tight. Keep the culture right. You bring in DeWanna, the Blom Bomber? DeWanna Bonner, the Bomb Bomber. I'm going to figure out a good name for you, girl. But Mrs. Married to Controversy, we want her. Damn right we want her. Come here, girl. You better believe it. DeWanna Bomber, she's a player like all the. She's a coach's dream. Long, fast, versatile, shoot from the long range, finish at the rim, shoot from the mid-range, free throws got them on lock, defense all 5 positions, seasoned veteran, see things, know things, feel things better than most on the floor with Caitlin Clark. Whoa. She will be just fine in our culture. You know why? She'll be outnumbered. She ain't got no choice but to fall in line. Because for one, do you see the relationship with Kelly Cristobal and Caitlin Clark? See the relationship? Yeah, they all at Iowa at the Jersey's retirement ceremony right after free agent. After they pulled the biggest moves in free agent history. They right there. Caitlin Clark pose. they might as well. They're like a whole bunch of gangbangers. They all at the half court, the Hawkeye. Boy, they finna ring bells. They finna ring bells. Do you hear me? Yeah, the Fever's in town. I don't know if I'm making it right. Got a little something in my voice, man. I mean, in my shit. Okay, so, but DeWanna Bonner coming to the Indiana Fever, man. With her coming into our culture, and I know she knows this is Caitlin Clark's team. She's 37. She's very aware. This is Caitlin Clark's team. This is Kelsey Mitchell's team. Ain't no way that I'm taking over this team with no bad attitudes or coming at Caitlin Clark crazy. Now competing against her and being chippy, even in practice, that's fine and dandy. That's fine and dandelions. Yeah, get chippy in practice. Go at each other's throat. I can't wait to just see them practice against each other. Do you know how much better they're gonna make each other? Which even brings more of the respect. See, real hoopers love to play with other real hoopers who be on that same type of time. Grind, 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 grind. Go hard at all times. Kobe used to go at it with people in practice. MJ used to go at it with people in practice. So I hope DeWanna Bonner go at it with Caitlin Clark in practice. Fire her ass up. Make Sophie go right back at it with DeWanna. Listen, Caitlin, everybody is going to be going at it in practice. Sophie Cunningham versus Lexi Hall matchup. Natasha Howard, guard DeWanna Bonner, vice versa matchup. We brought in this new kid. She ain't a kid. She older than Jesus too. But we brought in this a new talent named Sydney Colston or something like that. Point guard, come off the bench. I don't know too much about her. That's why you see me do a video on her. And she's a bench warmer. So, I mean, we'll see. Earn your stripes, baby. We know who you are. We see you, but you need to, yeah. But I heard a lot of good things. So in practice, you know, she got to test Caitlin Clark. Put Sophie Cunningham on Caitlin Clark in practice. Lexi Hall on Caitlin Clark. Make them go at it. Because, boy, with all that competition in practice, the game, easy peasy. Dantas and AB going at it. Oh yeah, we got matchups in practice. We got matchups. Cause you ain't gotta put your starting five at the same time all the time. On the same team all the time. Practicing against the backups all the time. Nope. I want to switch it up all the time. I want to switch up rotation because you're not going to just play with your starting five, right? During the game, right? No. And you ain't going to take all the whole starting five out and put in a whole back five, five backups in. No. You're going to have rotations. So you should do rotations in practice. Okay, okay, now DeWanna, you on that team. Switch like Lexi Hall. Now we putting in Sophie for our DeWanna. Y'all switch teams. Now play. Then we gonna take out Kelsey Mitchell, put in Lexi Hall. Y'all switch teams. Caitlin Clark, Lexi, Sophie. AB go on the other team. Dantas go on the team with Caitlin Clark, Lexi Hall, Sophie, Natasha Howard. Yeah, I'll be switching them all day. Y'all going to 5, then we switching again. Yeah. So DeWanna Bonner brings everything a championship team needs. She brings experience, height. Like I said, she got athleticism. She do it all, man. And the fact that she can guard 1 through 5, that's a problem. So, beautiful job. I ain't mad at it. At first I didn't want it. I said I didn't want no DeWanna Bonner. At that time, before it happened, I was thinking, no way in the world we can get DeWanna Bonner. So, and she come from the bully squad anyway, and I don't care too much for none of them over there. I didn't even care too much for the coach, let alone one of their players. But when we got her, I'm like, hey, I don't need to cry. I need to cry about this for real, because again, we've seen a lot of our teammates from last year not have Caitlin Clark's back, right? And what ended up happening, everybody seemed to love Caitlin Clark by the end of the season, right? Everybody seemed to understand, and it was a sisterhood. At first, it was like if you riding with Caitlin Clark, Celeste Taylor, Lexi Hall, Greasy Burger, any of y'all, you're on the bench except for Caitlin. But everybody else, y'all on the bench. It's like if you chose Caitlin Clark's side, and Timmy was stuck in the middle. She like, y'all, we tripping. I love to play basketball here for the sisterhood, the camaraderie, all of that, and we need to bring that together. So I'm telling you, a lot of that was really happening in the beginning of the season. And the more they got to know Caitlin Clark, the more they see her practice, working on her craft, how hard she trained, how serious she is, how vocal she is to even the front office, the coach, how caring she is, how she want to leave, she want to give the money that was made, some type of money during for away games, sold out away games. She want to give the players, the home team players, that money that they made. She was advocating for that. See, Dejanay, if you're gonna advocate for something, let's do something to get y'all paid. Not to go viral, you little. But neither here nor there. Let me know what y'all think about DeWanna Bonner. Do you think the Indiana Fever did a good job? It was a very good thing by signing DeWanna Bonner, or you think it was a bad thing? And one more thing I left out before I go. I did forget to mention. If people are worried about Nalissa Smith, what happened with Nalissa Smith and Dejanay Spicy Freddy Krueger Carrington, how Nalissa Smith didn't want to play hard against her girlfriend. Newsflash, everyone. Nalissa Smith didn't play hard against nobody. I mean, nobody. This was the problem. This is why she had to go. This is why we couldn't stand her. It wasn't just because when she played against Connecticut. So we can't sit here and keep saying, oh, she didn't play hard against her girlfriend. No, she didn't play hard damn near none of the times, especially defensively. So what are we doing? Now, if you worried about them exchanging information, game plans, schemes, then now you got a point. Now you got a point. Because bets, gambling, and so much stuff, you want to be very careful with having a couple in the league playing against each other. Because, yeah, that could happen. But, again, I mean, that can happen with friends. Besties, you know, hey, what y'all be running? What y'all running? What y'all plan on doing against us? Who's on the top of the scouting report? Whatever the case may be. So, if you're not a competitor and want to win, then yeah, you might do some goofball shit like that. But anybody who want to win, they not gonna do it. No matter wife, mama. If you was competing against Lord himself, you hey, beat your ass and hide the Bible. Kendrick Lamar sweeping the Grammys. Shout out to you, K-Dot. Can't wait to the Super Bowl just to see the halftime show. Change. But real talk, you understand? If you a high competitor, you love to win, you not sharing shit with nobody. That's the op. Yeah, I love you to life, but you on the other team. You on the other team. You understand me? So, and we competing against each other. There's no way I'm playing weaker than I did. No, it's none of that. Softer. No way I'm giving you no one ups. No, not at all. So, I don't have no problem. I don't think that DeWanna Bonner is one of those type chicks. She not about to. She want to win. She want to win. Unlike Alyssa Smith, Alyssa Smith want to be famous. She want to get numbers. She want to be famous. That's kind of really it. DeWanna Bonner want to win. She ain't got time for that little ABC 1, 2, 3 kid game shit that Alyssa Smith and Freddie Cougar and Carrington was on. Aaliyah Thomas, I don't even see her tweeting and being out there like they be out there. She said some of the dumbest things. Of course, she read from the script. And I don't rock with her because she read from the script like that. Especially against you claiming whatever. That's neither here nor there. But one thing you can't say is DeWanna Bonner did that. That she was talking crazy about the Indiana Fever fans. That's why you're welcome. We love you already, DB. DeWanna Bonner. It's the Pope. Peace and love. I'm out.